Thinking about buying a home in Jeffersonville this spring and you're stuck between new construction and an existing home? Well, here's the truth. One of these options can cost you more money up front, and the other can cost you more money long term if you're not careful. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down 5 points exactly which one is better depending on your situation and what most buyers get wrong, especially in this market. All right, so let's talk number 1. So price and true cost. Let's start with price. So because this is where most buyers make a bad decision. New construction homes look clean and simple, but what most people don't realize is the base price is rarely what you actually pay. Think about upgrades, lot premiums, blinds, landscaping. All those things add up fast. You almost always end up buying more things for a new home than you would for an existing home. On the flip side, existing homes often come with more included, like appliances, finished yards, landscaping, sometimes even lower purchase prices, almost always lower purchase prices than new construction, but you may need to budget for updates or repairs. So bottom line, new construction is more predictable, but existing homes can give you more value if you know what to look for. All right, so point number 2, condition and maintenance. With new construction, everything is brand new, HVAC, roof, appliances, and you typically get a builder warranty. That means fewer surprises, at least early on, right? Existing homes, you need to pay attention here to age and condition. A great inspection matters most. You need someone on your side, and a great inspector and a great real estate agent really matters when it comes to buying an existing home. But here's the part most buyers miss. Older homes, especially in Jeffersonville, Clarksville, New Albany, often have better construction quality and more character than some of the newer builds. It's not just about new versus old, it's about how well the homes was built and maintained. All right, so let's talk about point number 3. All right, location and lifestyle. So new construction, especially like in Jeffersonville, is typically in developing areas, more growth, newer neighborhoods, but sometimes further from established amenities, not as close to downtown, not as close to Louisville. Yet, and you may also be dealing with more congestion around new construction and new roads being built and things like that. So existing homes are often in more established neighborhoods, closer to downtown, closer to restaurants, closer to schools, and probably have some mature trees to go along with it, right? So ask yourself, do you want something that's new and growing or established and convenient? That's your choice. Just know the difference here, because your daily lifestyle will feel very different depending on which choice you make. All right, point number 4, timing and competition. So spring market means competition, especially for existing homes. You may be competing with multiple offers and things move fast. New construction can be a great option if you want to avoid bidding wars, but you might have to wait months for completion. So the real question is, do you need to move quickly, or are you willing to wait for the right build? A new build construction can take 5 to 6 months in our area. All right, point number 5, negotiation and incentive. So this is where strategy really matters. So with existing homes, you can negotiate price. You can negotiate closing costs. You can negotiate repairs. You've got leverage depending on the situation. With new construction, builders don't always drop the price. You can almost count on it. They're not dropping the price. For one, it affects their appraisal value on the other new homes that they're trying to build. So they're not going to lower the price for you, even though you think it should be lowered because it's been on the market for a few extra days or whatever. They're okay waiting for it to sell. A buyer will come along, and they know that, and they don't have to lower the price to sell it to you. They don't even necessarily have to give you any closing costs. And a lot of times, if you need it, they're going to raise the price to help out their appraisal status of future homes in order to give you those closing costs. So just be ready for that, all right? They don't always, especially in our area, some areas of the country, I talk to people in Florida, they offer incentives like rate buy downs, closing costs, and all kinds of free upgrades. Not here, not in this area. So it's not necessary. So the mistake, most buyers walk into a builder model home without representation. They leave money on the table. You want someone negotiating on your behalf either way, all right? Here's a bonus thought about new construction. So the cost of lumber and the cost of concrete are much more expensive today when they're building these new homes versus when they were building the existing homes, say 10, 15, 20 years ago and even longer. And so the reality is newer homes are getting smaller, unless you want to pay a lot more for more space. They're just getting smaller because of those prices of concrete and lumber than the existing homes. So you do end up with somewhat of a smaller home versus a larger home. So that's something to think about as well. So which is better, new construction or existing homes in Jeffersonville or Southern Indiana? Well, the truth is it depends on your priorities. You want low maintenance and modern finishes? Well, new construction may be the win. You want better value, location, character? Existing homes is always the right move for that. So if you're thinking about buying this spring, I put